Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man.
Okay, people, gather round. The Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. Is he still alive? Wait, hold on, I'm not done. Trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2. Is he still alive?
He is Dr. Evil.
Why is he still alive, and why did you answer when I was asking number 2? I'm trying to get to the bottom of this. Number 2!
A plan is in the works, Dr. Evil.
This is wonderful news, number 2. Over 1,000 days in a row, we've managed to keep the world from knowing he exists.
Dr. Evil, he's still going and doesn't care.
Well, we need to find another way to stop the show. He's making me look bad, you know? Yeah, no. Perhaps we can make him look like racist or something?
That may work, Dr. Evil.
Perhaps we can get the media to cancel him?
This is your best idea yet, Dr. Evil.
Okay, number 2. Get me Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. Dr. Fauci is on the evil monitor.
Thank you, number 2. Dr. Fauci.
Dr. Evil. It's Dr. Fauci.
Well, Dr. Fauci. It looks like the gig is up. The Renaissance Man show knows all about you.
Yeah, look, they created a character after me. We gotta squash him like the friggin' mouse that he is. He calls me a weasel, Fauci. I'm not a weasel, okay? I'm not a doctor. I'm Dr. Fauci, okay? Don't call me Dr. Weasel Fauci, okay? Because that's anecdotal.
Anecdotal Fauci. That's what they're always making fun of you about. That you're always anecdotal.
No, I know. Like I said, that everything's anecdotal.
Excellent. Dr. Fauci, initiate the final plan.
They never even asked you. Welcome, family and friends, to the Mark Pyre's Renaissance Man show. We are live every single day of the year for unscripted live comedy, songwriting in the moment, and total inspiration. So join us on a tour of some of the accomplishments and content created in the first 1,000 days and counting of Renaissance Man. Since January 1st, 2021, 170 songs have been written and released on iTunes and Spotify. Though my monthly streak has come to an end, I will be dropping many albums for you going forward. Join us for the live comedy news. Every night of the year, 7 stories are chosen, SNL Weekend update style. I've also released 4 feature comedy films. Batmark vs. Supermark, Three's Company the Breakup Artist, A Christmas Story, and Peter Bishop, the Wolf of Crypto. BB Poo Poo! Things were pretty bad for BB Poo Poo at the beginning. Within these comedies, many original characters have surfaced. You know, we have Batmark, Dick Facce, which he doesn't look like this really, but that's Foch. And then, of course, Supermark, who's pretty freaking super if you ask me. Just saying. Hammerlin Jameson's a bit of a drunkard, and he tried to get the role of Supermark. It didn't go well. He does all right as a side gig of, newscaster situation. But you can see in that top photo, he's not doing too well these days. Anyway. Dr. Wayne Doppler, tallest man alive, 8'9", Guinness, and he's also in the Batmark and Supermark movie. And Dr. Weasel Fauci, if you don't know who he is, we have 5,647 masks, especially if you're going to Mars. Stuck on Mars. I will be making a movie out of that. Sid 45, make sure you don't get rupees. Sid has rupees literally pouring out of his igloo. Francesco Vigilughi. Look, if you ever need a cartographer, there's just one guy. The Curious Case of Ben Affleck Head. It's about a guy with a head so large, he could literally change the poles. Oh, Dystopia 2021. If you missed that, that's the world we're living in today. If you haven't seen it, I did a couple episodes on it. And of course, we have many episodes of Spider-Mark, Peter Marker. If you didn't know, check it out. Mark Pyres of the Caribbean. That was a hilarious movie. And then if you can't dance, you just, watch this episode. There's 2 of them. Really good stuff. And did you watch Match Game? I did it. and Pressure Luck in it. We did a little Pressure Luck style too, Peter DeMarkin. And if you didn't see Waterworld 2027, I'm the last one left because of the bugaboo. We did many other homages to movies and TV shows and Fache Mulder.
Sonny, you still got the cough?
There are over 100 insane scenes with Dick Fache. And then of course I saved the world, saved all the animals and stuff too.
Zucker Chooch, are you kidding me? Excuse me, are you freaking kidding me?
We did a couple of raps this year. My Aunt Judy told me I could do a rapper's delight and took a poop in my double diaper. Back to the Future, Mark. Guys, the next movie that's coming out, Back to the Future, Mark. You may not remember some of the characters that I was in the past, so let's just go over it in real time. Marxist, I did it. Ten Commandments. Markstradamus, telling the future, of course. Oh, and the artwork I created as Leonardo da Vinci. The Mona Lisa, when I got that freaking red, like murdering a family. That was what O.J. Simpson of the 1600s. Hey, Michelangelo, after you finish that, sculpture, you think you could paint the ceiling? Got it. Circumnavigating the globe is Mark Jellin. Markola Tesla? If I didn't do my time here as Markola, you guys would have nothing when it comes to electricity. I still can't believe it. I'm sitting there, I'm writing the Fur Elise, right? I'm in the middle of it, and they're scratching it out, and they're writing freaking that hack Beethoven's name on it, right? Don't even get me started on what they did when I was Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Doing the fifth and taking all that work. And then, like modern days, when I'm doing Mark and M, doing the 8 Mile situation. Mark and M's the man now, but I paved the way as the Marktorious B.I.G. as well. When I was Mark Claude Van Damme, I remember that one. Oh, Mark Schwarzenegger? You didn't know I was Mark Schwarzenegger? Yeah, that was funny when I worked next to DeVito. The Emancipation Marklamation of 1863. I did my time as Abraham Mark Lincoln. You guys didn't know I was Abraham Mark? You guys are all Mark Della. That's why this is all part of the Mark Della effect. Everybody's like, Mandela, man. No, it's Mark Della. Get with it. And then the time I was Mark Guyver, remember, you give me a friggin' toothpick and some tooth floss and we're off. I'm building a bomb. So that's just a good overview of a lot of the shows, not all of them. We have tons of new gear up on the website, guys, markpires.com. And there you can pick up your gear, you can pick up a signed CD, and also don't forget about beatseat.rocks, my invention that I patented. This is her sitting on it, and this is a little demo I made. Welcome to beatseat.rocks. My name is Mark Pires, and I'm the inventor of the Beat Seat. Today I'm going to share all of the details of the Beat Seat. It's the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. It's got 4 playable panels, omnitone, everywhere you hit it sounds different. It's the first drum you could sit completely upright and play with your hands and feet at the same time. It's the Beat Seat. It's the only drum that you can play with your hands and feet while sitting completely upright. Anything you'd play in a drum kit, you could play on this, because you're playing with your entire body, but you're sitting upright. Your feet do this. So that's the Beat Seat, the ultimate percussion drum. You can play it with your hands, with your feet at the same time. It has unlimited tones. There's so much to explore. I hope to build one for you. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. And of course, fam, I can't leave you without a little bit of motivation. So take these quotes with you as we get ready to rock for one more night. And yes, we will be doing it again tomorrow. So, until I see you in just a moment, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man.
When the wind starts blowing, I'm going to find a way stops hating, we're going to find a way.
Tickets are available at the box office. Thanks for helping us keep the theater clean. As you exit the auditorium, please deposit litter in trash receptacles in the lobby. Please be considerate and don't talk during the show.
Thank you for coming to Lowe's. Sit back and relax. Enjoy the show.
It's Saturday Night Live. It's Mark Pyres.
I was walking
And it's Renaissance Man.
for another way.
I'm here
Ease my
to
mind and
ease my mind and help my living. It's Renaissance Man. It's daily variety show Mark Pyres Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state, and I've been with you every single day for the last 1,174 days in a row. We are officially 26 days away from 1,200 days in a row of live comedy, live songwriting. I'm about to debut for you my newest song. I just completed it right before the show. I uploaded it to YouTube. It's going live at noon tomorrow. But you're getting a sneak peek / sneak listen here on TikTok. If you head over to YouTube, link in bio, you will actually get to see the track when I debut it. It looks a lot better than hearing it, but you can hear it and it'll sound pretty freaking awesome. It's a funk tune. We put it together just 2 nights ago, randomly, just came up with it out of the blue, and I edited it. It was down 36 minutes. I brought it down to 9 and change, guys. It's a funk blues / jazz song, so you can go into the 9-minute range on something like that. It is crazy. I can't wait to play it for you. I can't wait to listen to it. I haven't listened to the final edit yet. We're going to do it together. But right now, we got my song from 2007, Something to Live For. Zabrowski, ready for a woohoo tonight?
Amazing how often I forget the old days. Lying in the field under the sun while the birds fly around and sing. There's something to live for. There's something to die for. There's something to live for.
Let me get it. Here we go. Zabrowski, we're getting down tonight. We got a bugaboo. We got a lot of comedy coming at you. We got 7 or 8 comedy stories, news stories. Putin's doing hypersonic missiles. What are you talking about, Joanne? What? She's wheezing back there already, guys. Guys, we gotta get into it. Here comes the breakdown.
Something to live for. I need more, yeah. Something to die for. Oh, won't you give me more?
Let me get it.
Hey, so many perfect ways to spend your days and getting me. Oh, wow, there's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah. There's something to live for, yeah. There's something to die for, yeah.
Matt Zabrowski rings the freaking woo-hoo. Get us going. Start the show Saturday Night Live. As asked, requested, and delivered. Matt Zabrowski. That was a freaking 8.6. What? You thought it'd be higher than an 8.6? TikTok. YouTube. Renaissance Man Fam. Was that higher than an 8.6 or was that just a straight up 8.6? Because, we've heard Zabrowski give us a 9. We've heard him give us a 7.2. He was steaming on that one. He's a Grammy winner. When you're a Grammy winner for your woo-woos and you get a 7.2, it's like you're, a walk of shame. End of that show. He was walking away in shame.
Elizabeth Banks was starring in it with him. You know, sometimes when you're in the middle of it and Zabroski's just not bringing it that day as a Grammy winner, you got to let him know. So guys, we are about to debut the newest song that I'm about to release on the next album. I've released 170 songs in the last 13 months. This next album is going to be freaking fire. I cannot believe Rise Up Like the Sun is going to be on the next album. And what you're about to hear, which will be premiering at noon tomorrow on YouTube. Please head over to my YouTube channel. I've been live 1,174 days in a row. No missing a day, is 2+ hours every day for 3+ years and counting. So if you want to see if I go live every day for the rest of my life, like I've been planning and expecting to continue to do, give me a follow. The only person who's been doing what I'm doing long form for 1,174 days in a row. And it's a positivity platform. We write songs live in the moment and we create comedy live in the moment. Joanne is freaking annoying as hell. She wheezes like crazy. And Zabrosk, a heck of a woohoo guy, you know. But we're here doing it. We got comedy news coming at you guys. I'm very excited, but first and foremost, I want to play this song for you so you get excited to come here tomorrow at noon and join me for this premiere. You guys are not going to be able to see this because it's TikTok and you're seeing me instead of the screen here on YouTube. I'm on OBS, so I'll try to flip the camera, but it most likely won't work. This right here is called Funkadelic Truth Serum. Funkadelic Truth Serum. First time I said that out loud. Let's see if we can pull it up and we'll check it out together. So this will be premiering at noon tomorrow. I hope you guys will join me for it. I'm going to give you the link right now so you can go and pre-save it. Here we go. Funkadelic Truth Serum. And this is how she sounds. I'm going to put it on the window capture, so you guys can at least see it here on YouTube. On the tuba. There we go. Here we go. Hope you guys enjoy my newest track. Storm clouds, you're out of your mind. See if I can flip this. Consumed by lies of an angry world. Find yourself backed in the corner. Now got to be a dream. Yeah, this can't be the way it seems. Nothing makes sense. Yes, I can't even run here. Everything I touch turns to nothing. It's a tangled web we're living. Get caught up in all of the negative and we can't get away. Yeah, we get sucked in and then it's too late. Oh,
And if we want to get free, yeah, we gotta find some positivity. Yeah, connect with, yeah, but you're so caught up in that way. All we gotta say is open up your ears, open up your eyes, open up your heart, and join us here, yeah. We live every night, every day, forever. Take people at their word for so long till you're broken and jaded, sitting on the sidelines. No more trust left to give. No, you cannot find a way to live with it. No, so you go and you guard yourself. But life's about living it, yeah. Come across them people that don't appreciate that beautiful person that you are. Remember that you got something for this world divine and compelling. Oh, are you up for the trip? Yeah. You can't just take a little look. No, you gotta read from cover to cover. Yeah, you gotta find the story. You got to find your motivation before this expiration. Yeah, you know we got one way for ourselves to elevate. Right here every night. Yeah, I keep coming back over and over again. Swim against the tide. Oh, every night and forever. I'm fine with that. Yeah, as long as this community of positive cats keeps coming back. Yeah, you can't stop the light. No, 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 no. You can't stop the fight. Oh, no, no, no. Can't stop the light. The time has come for us to come together, yeah, to push away the negative weather that they keep forecasting on us every day. If the message is the same every day, what makes you think it's gonna change? No, it's not. Yeah, you're just up for the same delivery. Yeah, we're on a quest into a foreign land. It's foreign to this society here that's pre-planned. Yeah, when you're driving us down. Yeah, they're driving us down, yeah, to our graves. Oh, only the bravest stand up and fight to make a difference. Yes, I'm banking on you.
banking on you. So there you have it. My newest song, Funkadelic Truth Serum, which will be debuting tomorrow at noon right here on YouTube. So please share the freaking hell out of that one. There's a couple cool parts there. There's a couple pieces I could probably get rid of and make it a shorter song, but I think I dig it the way it is. I think I like it the way it is. What do you guys think? I liked the and I'm like, yeah, okay, I can dig on that for a bit, you know. Joanne, what do we have in the news today? Anything good? I know you usually pull crappy stories. You're the worst at pulling. You're the worst as far as like, oh, I'm going to go and see if I can curate a bunch of stories for the show tonight. It's always like salamander had a baby. Who the freak cares about the salamander story, Joanne? I told you to scrap that one. It's the first. Okay, good. No, I thought I was going to see it again. It was the first story when I looked today, prepping, looking. I'm like, okay, how many stories do I got? 8 stories. Okay, cool. And I see salamander had baby. Joanne, that's not the lead. That's not the lead. You know? Anyway, let's see what we got in the news today because Joanne's doing it, you know, with her humongocarditis. They told her she's got to get another. They're hoping that this one may do the reverse effect. Thousands evacuated from Mariupol. Russia uses first hypersonic missile. Joanne, it's probably as bad as the time you tooted in here. 1.5 million children have fled Ukraine. Live updates. Guys, when I need a sip, I get my Renaissance Man cup, and I'm down it. I'm freaking down it. And then sometimes I'll put it over here so it's together. I'm like, I'm going to just leave it here so it's in front of my other one. Down it. That's a good cup of qua. You know what I mean? When you got a cup of qua, I always make the Nespresso. You know? You got to throw a Nespresso in the small. This one? We're brewing some freaking beans. I'm going in there. I'm grinding that freaking mofo down to like a 3. Throwing it in on a size or tenor, flipping it up. We're doing it. You know what I mean? I gotta have my cough. You don't be a sipper. You never be the sipper guy when you go in your... I'll tell you what, there's nothing like getting that. You have to do a wine. You got to suckle it in that way. If you want to taste the flavor of a coffee, I mean, what are you doing? You're going to do like that. I'm going to just pretend I know what coffee tastes like. It tastes like coffee. Guys, thousands evacuated Mariupol. Joanne, stop wheezing, first and foremost. Secondly, get the teleprompter going, but on slow mode plus like 0.2, okay? Just a little bit more than normal, okay? What? No, Joanne, no talking back today, okay? I've had enough of you. You know, I'm seeing it in the chat already. Everybody's like, Joanne's the worst. I get it. I have to deal with her and live with her because she can't get out of the studio still. She keeps growing. No, it's not that she's getting fat. She's growing. She's growing because of the humongo car. I'll tell you what, Joanne, we're going to get into this story, and I don't want to hear a freaking word from you, okay? What? I just told you I didn't want to hear a word from you, and you just start asking me if I need anything else. No, if I need anything else, I'm going to ask. You're my number 2. Okay. What? No, Joanne, I didn't intend to give you, the motivation to go and do a number 2. Like, just because you've been backed up all day, and then I mentioned that you're my number 2, and then now you got the feel like you're good to go. I'm going to waddle down the hallway and see if you can grab the porta potty. You could do it. You could do it. All right. Keys I put them in the top drawer for your shackles so you can get out and you can go down the hallway. But just remember, you got to grab the handles that are on the wall as you go so you don't float away. Can't take out my rafters. This is a house, Joanne. It's not a house of cards. It's a house that's made of wood. But a humongo car die, I'm not sure what will happen on impact. I know what will happen if you were dropped. It's a Hiroshima sitch. And we don't want that. No one's looking for a nuke. Freaking, and then the wheeze on top of it. Ugh. Nuke dropped on city. The wheeze of it, the after effect was a wheeze. Oh, God almighty. Could we have gotten like earthquake after effects? That would have been better than the wheeze. Joanne's wheeze is intolerable, Anyway, Joanne, no, go ahead and down the hallway, Joanne. We could do the show without you. Gosh almighty. I do feel better already when the wheezing leaves the room, Russia's invasion of Ukraine has entered. What's that, Joanne? No, Joanne, I don't need anything. And please wash your hands for the love of God. Do you know 20% of people, that's it, Joanne, 20% of people wash their hands after they go to the bathroom and do a peep-a-deep, do a double deuce, and they wash only 20%. That means 1 out of 5. 1 out of 10. 2 out of 10, Joanne. Joanne, just wash your hands. Don't be one of the 8 out of 10 that doesn't. Yeah, don't be one of the 8. Crazy 8s. So, guys, the bombardment of Ukrainian cities continues and move. Western defense experts warn could be a sign of cruel and international strategy. The situation grew increasingly dire in the port city of Mariupol, where Russian forces deeped. Joanne, can you... Joe? Freaking A, she's not here. No, I can't go in reverse because she's not there to do teleprompter. So now I just have to eat it. Tonight, I just have to eat it. I got to allow it to just pass. I can't. Perfectionist. Can't go back. Okay, we're just moving forward, Joanne. Joe. Yeah, no, I can't go back now. What? I can? No, but I like when you teleprompter it when I reverse it. I said I like when you teleprompter it when I reverse it. Okay. The situation grew increasingly dire in the port city of Mariupol, where Russian forces pushed deeper Saturday in an area already experiencing what onlookers describe as an humanitarian crisis. More at 5. Children, elderly people are dying. The city is destroyed and it wiped the Joanne! I forgot I could still... The city is destroyed and is wiped off the face of the earth. Mariupol police officer Mikhail Vilishnin said in a video filmed Friday that was authenticated by the Associated Press. First of all, I can't talk to Joanne. She's not here. She's poop-a-dooping it. But when you're talking about an Associated Press doing an authentication, that's as good as nothing, okay? Oh, we got the Associated Press to authenticate it. You mean the fake news Associated Press? Used to have a spine Associated Press? Used to speak truth Associated Press? Yeah, that's the same one I remember too. I don't think you say that they authenticated a thing except for they had a video. They found a video and they watched it and they said, ooh, this is a person on it. And they said something. That's what they authenticated. Fighting shut down the Avastal steel plant at Mariupol. Vadim Dyshenko nailed it. Advisor to Ukraine's interior minister said Saturday, while other officials said forces that could help Ukraine defend Mariupol were facing massive resistance. There is currently no military solution to Mariupol. Alexei Arestovich, I'm on fire tonight. Joanne, I'm on fire tonight. No, flush, courtesy flush. God almighty. Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky said Friday night that it's not only my opinion, that is opinion to the military. Britain's Defense Investigations Intelligence Chief described this emergency as strategy of attrition. They're doing an attrition. Doing an attrition deal. You could do it. You could do it if you want to do an attrition. Go ahead, I guess, but I don't know if I'd do that. I don't think I'd do an attrition. If you were you want to do an attack, straight up, you bombing it, bombardiers, coming around the side, doing a jackal style, or are you doing an attrition? I don't know. I probably would not have picked attrition. That's just my deal. It's I'm in the middle, I'm in the fold, I'm in the thick of it, foxhole, and attrition's not my game in that mode. I'm going for it. I'm going for the flag. I capture the flag. I won. Sorry, war over. Oh, you really are killing people? Sorry, I get the flag. It's over. You have to put down your munitions. That's how we roll here when we're doing it. So attrition. I don't know. It's just not my thing, Oh, welcome back, Joanne. Yeah, no, you brought the stench with you. Thanks. I hope you wash those freaking hands. Joanne. No, don't sit down until you go back and do it. That's why I asked. I thought the smell was, from her, maybe not wiping well enough, but it was the fact that she didn't wash her hands. Shakes the house when she walks down the freaking hallway. Right, guys? You're here. You're like, what is that? Is there an earthquake in the background? Nope. Joanne doing a waddle-oo. She's doing a waddle. Hey, listen, Joanne, grab me some Triscuits on the way back. Yeah, no, the box that's there should be a box. Is there open up the cabinet? You'll see there was a box there yesterday. Joanne, you ate my Triscuits? It was a full box. I just put it in the cabinet yesterday, brand new. That's right. I forgot. I ate the freaking hell out of it yesterday. Yeah, we know you did. Because now there's none left. I wanted Triscuits. I wanted to just come down here and do Triscuits. Fine, then get me the wheat thins. Joanne, you ate the wheat thins too? What are we talking about? I'm here. I'm looking for some sort of wheat treat. Wheat thins, Triscuits. And you ate them all? No wonder you got the humongo car and it's not getting any better. Oh my goodness, guys. It's likely to involve the indiscriminate use of firepower resulting in increased civilian casualties, destruction of Ukrainian infrastructure, and to intensify the humanitarian crisis. British Defense Attaché Mick Smythe said in a statement Saturday, meanwhile in Russia, Vladimir Putin is reinforcing his control of domestic media, attempting to obscure high casualties. Joanne, what else are you eating back there? I hear you. Is that your stomach growling or your jaws moving while you're chomping on something else from my freaking cabinet? I wanted the treat. No, Joanne, I didn't mean to give you the idea that maybe it's good for you to eat something. She's like, now I'm hungry. Thanks for mentioning food, Mark. God all freaking mighty. What are we doing there with Joanne? The assessment was echoed by the Atlantic Council, a Washington-based foreign policy think tank. If they're Washington-based and they're a foreign policy think tank, that's good. Good for them over there. The group warned that since Russia's lightning offensive designed to take the capital had failed, the military appeared to be settling in for an extended campaign designed to suffocate Ukraine. This strategy would likely involve attacking civilian areas, destroying cities, and blocking off supplies, possibly leading to famine, according to the analysis. The organization later drew parallels to an artificial famine engineered by the Kremlin in the 1930s that killed millions of Ukrainians, a Soviet attempt to subjugate the Ukrainian nation. Guys, this is a messed up world we live in, and I think we have to be very careful how we proceed, especially in the next year or two here, because everything seems to me like it's going in a downward spiral. So stay away from the negativity whenever you can. Find platforms like this where you can laugh a little bit, where you can feel something positive, because the world seems to be not coming along for the ride. And we have to continue to do our own thing here. So we'll continue to stay above all of this darkness and hatred and division. And I said something very interesting. I was watching the replay of yesterday's show here, and after my rant, I went into some crazy rant yesterday. At the very end, right before I played the clip, I said, you have to, for me to get upset, you have to have done something pretty messed up. You know what I mean? It's pretty hard to get me upset. So when you get me angry, that's like you pushed me over the edge. So like for me to get to start yelling about a subject, it's because someone literally is lying to the point that it angered me. I don't get angry about things very often. And that like the Dave Chappelle thing, I didn't even think I paid attention to that or when that was. Was that 2 nights ago or last night? But I went into something about that too. Like, you can't tell me when you're not a comedian and you have no idea what's funny and what's not funny because you're not a comedian, you have no right what to say someone else can listen to and believe is funny because you are not a comedian. You have no sense of humor as it comes down to it, because comedians have a different sense of humor. They're able to see all sides of the coin, not just the one you like and the piece of comedy that you like and the style of comedy that you like. Comedians can respect all comedy. They're able to visualize how someone else is using their mind to think of something that's funny and is bringing some joy to the world. No matter what it is, different style, different type of comedy, dark, blue, super clean like this show. It doesn't matter. It's all the same exact intent to make people smile and forget about this world that they're living in for a little while. I'm doing it for that reason specifically, for myself as well. I come in order to forget about everything that's going on in this negative world for a couple hours every night. And we continue to create some crazy stuff here. And we continue to see, it's a family here that's tight. It's a tight-knit family. But it doesn't seem that we can get through to new people that can join us when we're live. I'm trying to do new times a day so we can see if we can get new people in to see the show when we're on from different parts of the world, so we could build out this community. This is a positivity community, and we need to start understanding that. Like, we're building a community here, and we need to start trying to let people understand that being a part of the community is different than being like a family. We were always like, it's the Renaissance fam. It is, but we are a community of light. That's what we are. So if we could join on Telegram, which you guys should, the link is it's right above. I popped it on as the pin. Hit the Telegram. Join the Telegram, because all day long, JP, everybody, they're passing notes. Every time I post a short, every time I post a clip, every time we go live, me or somebody in there is like, hey, Mark's live. So everybody knows what's happening. YouTube doesn't let you know, but we do on Telegram. So hit the link and join Telegram. And let's start plastering the world with positivity. And the one way we all know we can do that is let people know that every day of the year there is a show that does it all day. That's what we do. We try to make you laugh, and we try to make you smile and think about things that are not negative and think about the beautiful possibilities of the moment and the fact that you have something to find within yourself in order to contribute to this moment. And so I very much look forward to continuing this same exact format that I've been doing for 1,174 days, which is no script, and just allowing the moment, but not only the moment, but allowing the insanity of creativity to just take me. I think of one word, I think of one little idea, one little note, one little phrase, one riff on the guitar, and we go. But don't know where we're going to land. I don't know where we're going to end. I just know that we're going to try something and not have any barriers, continue to drive right towards the sun, and whatever comes out will be the intention of the universe. seems to have worked every single time we've shown up. And that's what I'll keep doing for you. So if you are okay with the message that we're delivering here, if you like the music, if you like the comedy, tell people that you know that you're finding something rewarding online instead of things that are bringing you down a negative rabbit hole. The rabbit hole here is a positive. This is like an ascension hole. No, it's not a hole. This is like an ascension ladder. You come here and you start going down the ascension ladder and just go into different playlists. I'm going to check out comedy today. I'm going to check out music today. I'm going to check tomorrow. I'm going to check out rants the next day. I'm going to check out a couple of the interviews, the Flat Earth with Dave Weiss. I'm going to check out Miriam Hanane, Dr. When I had Dr. Richard Fleming, and Ryan Hartwig, my brother from Facebook, the whistleblower. But, the point is you start going in and you start seeing that this is not just one-sided show. The reason it's called Renaissance Man is because we do everything at once. And that's why we started with a piece of music. We're into comedy news. I wanted to film something tonight. I don't know what we're going to do, but I would like to finish off one of these movies that we've been trying to finish. I got about 5 or 6 movies to finish. And we did something the other day for Back to the Future, Mark, with some crazy character. And it's funny. It's on my phone. I don't know what to do with it yet, but it's an intro to the show. And I'm like, it's like we do a reverse Tarantino thing on it. And so now I have to come up to it with an ending to the movie. So maybe we'll do that tonight. But let's get through this very quickly. Kanye West barred from performing at Grammys due to concerning online behavior, Rep confirms. Joanne, you're back. Okay, good. Look, can you give me a screen that's white and not like a clear one so I can't read the words? Yeah, okay, Joanne. She's just the worst, No, I can't do it. So basically that's it. He's banned. He's completely blocked because of his behavior. And I don't even know what the hell. I don't watch the news. So, oh my goodness, guys, this is one of the craziest stories. We need to cover it. It's not letting me do a scroll. Joanne, you give me another one that's not scrolling. I'm here. I'm doing it. I'm trying to make it happen. J-Lo and Ben in escrow for insanely expensive estate. Families are about to blend. Guys, they picked up a ridiculously massive estate in Bel Air. Super big. Expected. You needed something big enough to fit the head of Affleck. You can't just put him in a normal house. Doesn't fit through doorways. You have to build it extra wide and you have to extra high. And you have to roll him in order for him to get into any house, The dining room, there's extra large in order to have Affleck and at least J-Lo in there. They could sometimes squeeze the kids if he's having one of those days where he takes an extra couple breaths and he's lost a couple elbows. He's getting ready for the next film. The noggin takes up about 6/8 of the room. So he's doing his thing though, And J-Lo, yeah, she's thrilled because the hiney butt is not that far behind him. Not really. Hers is not. His head is ridiculous. You guys know that. The U.S. is offering to pay rewards of up to $5 million for information about Russian oligarchs, yachts, mansions, and other assets. Oh my. Joanne, look at that freaking yacht. That is insane. Look at that. You could put a helicopter there in the middle where the H is, Joanne. We could drop you in there and take that thing down. You can see like Joanne drop on the ship. The thing would just go right into the bottom of the ocean. Where did the ship go? I had no idea. It was there a second ago. Gone. Freaking dust. Joanne landed on, sometimes when you're doing it and you're doing it and then you're doing it. So let's just quickly read about this and think about if we know any Russian oligarchs, Joanne. I know that your father being George Soros, we may have a couple leads here. We could use $5 million Renaissance Man show. We take it in. We go buy a facility. We buy a facility where we're doing it. We're like, hey, everybody can roll over. Joel Osteen, he's doing his thing. We're doing a Renaissance Man thing where we have a location where people could come and be a part of the Daily Show. I'm live, freaking live studio audience. Pat Sajak's coming in tonight. Maybe. I don't know. We invited him, but he hasn't gotten back to us yet. He's been kind of a jerk lately, What the freak was that, Joanne? Is that you tutor-looting again? She's a tutor-looter. You know what I mean? In the middle of it. The U.S. is offering rewards for information of Russian elites, assets such as yachts and mansions. The kleptocracy asset recovery rewards program will give informants up to $5 million for the info leading to the seizure, forfeiture, or repatriation of stolen assets. Several countries have recently seized yachts, jets, and villas from sanctioned Russian oligarchs over the invasion of Ukraine. Looking to stay up to date. Joanne, you don't give me the looking to stay up to date in the news deal. I don't need to read that. Look at that boat. Got a couple of balls on the top. It's got balls. Like Maury's got balls. I think that's from a Zoolander movie. Next story, Joanne, when you're doing it horrible. Look at this. You give me another screen, I can't even freaking see a thing. See like a freaking balcony over there. Look up at the sky tonight, New Yorkers. It's the worm moon. What is with all these stupid names of moons? It's the blood moon. It's the worm moon. It's the freaking salamander moon. We did the salamander bit earlier, Salamander babies. That was what Joanne had as a story. Joanne, is this the salamander story when we had a moon? It's the worm moon, salamander moon. No, it was a salamander thing. It was a little different, but anybody tell me what the freak the deal is with this salamander moon? Next story, Joanne. It looks like Oregon man wins $8.9 million from a forgotten lottery ticket he bought on Christmas. Joanne, let's get into this story because you should have gotten the ticket. I'm disappointed in you. You didn't go to Oregon and buy the ticket from wherever the freak he was, and so you got the money. Nearly 3 months after buying a Mega Bucks lottery ticket and quickly forgetting about it, an Oregon man is a multi-millionaire. Wilbur Brown was at the Moose Lodge. Yeah, right. Wilbur Brown was at the Moose Lodge in Springfield, Oregon on Christmas Eve when a friend bought a 26 for $25 Mega Bucks ticket. As Brown's friend explained to him, the ticket allowed players to buy into 26 consecutive drawings for just $25. Brown decided to buy ticket 2, which granted him access drawings until February 19th, 2022. But after a few weeks, he forgot about the ticket. And a few first drawings, I checked my ticket, Brown said in the Oregon Lottery, and then I just kind of forgot about it and it wasn't checking. It wasn't until February when Brown once again found himself at the Moose Lodge. A server scanned his ticket and read, the message, large lottery winner. Brown and his friends consulted the internet to figure out exactly what this meant. Joanne! He found out he won $8.9 million. It's a jackpot. Brown's lucky numbers were 15, 33, 44, 47. Joanne, you should use these numbers to see if they'll line up to some sort of like code to open up a safe at your father's, George Soros, so you can get in there and get some of the documents that we know that he has on JFK. Brown's lucky numbers were 15, 33, 34, 40, 42, and 47. Bingo! Joanne, they got bingo? I didn't think we were playing bingo. According to the Oregon Lottery, he chose the 30-year annuity option for his winnings and will receive a check for slightly more than $200,000 after taxes each year until the prize is paid out. Smart man, actually. The odds of winning the jackpot were just 1 in 6,135,756, the Oregon Lottery said on his website. The lodge where Brown bought his ticket also lucked out from his purchase. Thanks to Brown's win, the Moose Lodge will receive a retailer selling bonus of $89,000, 1% of the jackpot. According to the lodge's manager, the win couldn't have come at a better time. The last couple of years have been a bit challenging for us, the Moose Lodge manager said, Michael Scott. Joanne, Michael Scott. That's what she said. The influence of the receiving such a big chunk of change is huge. We'll be working with our members to figure out, the best way to use the money. Maybe open up a Dunder Miff. And we're thinking about opening up a Dunder Miff because we heard that was where we can make money off the money. You start selling paper? Dunder Miff? I'm calling Jim. Jim's coming over and he's going to do it. He's totally going to see if he can sell more paper, than Dwight. Let's see what we have here. Guys, look at this. Elon Musk gives date for humans That where is it? I can't close this? Okay, over here, Joanne. You're not being a good, number 2. No, Joanne, I didn't give you shouldn't go to the bathroom again. I didn't say like number 2, so you go to the bathroom again. You did it already once. Elon Musk gives date for when humans will arrive on Mars. Can he really do this? Does he know? Let's find out. The space race in search of the human beings setting on Mars is still underway. Guys, I've been stuck on Mars. We're going to put the movie out. Maybe that's what we should finish tonight because this is here, Joanne. They're putting it in my face that he's talking about going to Mars. I'm already there. Got stuck on your stupid freaking SpaceX rocket when you were doing a test flight to Mars. I was doing a report. Channel 7 News. Mark Pyre, Channel 7 News. Stuck Mars. I'm still there. Future Mark. But the calculated times for this is to be achieved are being delayed. As the entrepreneur, Elon Musk is implied with a very clear message. The CEO and founder of SpaceX is working from the Starship spacecraft to reach a red planet. The red planet, Joanne. His first statement said in 2020 he calculated this milestone would be achieved by 2024 and 2026. You know what? This is just somebody... Okay, let's see. Last Wednesday, Musk announced on Twitter that the new date for man to finally set foot on Mars to come get me... Stuck on Mars, because now I changed the name of the planet. It's now called Mars. You can't leave me on Mars and expect I'm not going to just colonize. And now it's called Mars. Last Wednesday, Musk said he's going to, 2029, exactly 60 years after the first moon landing was achieved in 1699. You mean the first time this Kubrick did a nice little, studio production? Like that was good. But yeah. Working on 16 kilobytes of computer tech memory. I don't think any of the stuff they said happened. There's no freaking way. They've gone 200 miles up into the sky, not 256,000 miles out into the universe and back through the Van Allen belt and back. Starship has already achieved some successful high-altitude flights, although it's not yet reached space. Guys, I'm done with this. I can't read this freaking story. It's pissing me off. Last story of the day, Joanne Weezer. Mike Tyson is selling ear-shaped cannabis-infused edibles called Mike Bites. Now that's just funny, Joanne. He bit Holyfield's ear off, and now he's going to be getting high on it. First he just did it for the high as well in the ring. More than 2 decades after Mike Tyson bit off the chunk of Evander Holyfield's ear in 1997 WBA heavyweight championship fight, the legendary boxer has released a line of edibles in the shape of ears. The cannabis-infused gummies are called Mike Bites in homage of Tyson's most notorious fight. Holyfield, the only 4-time world heavyweight champion, defeated Tyson at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas in 1997. Okay, no, I can't do that anymore, Joanne. That's a stupid voice. The following year, during their highly anticipated rematch, Tyson bit off the friggin' ear. Small section. Just a small one, Joanne, like the huge part. Holyfield's ear, spit it on the canvas, and was promptly disqualified. It tasted delicious. He's doing a delicious thing. He was like, they started making commercials about ears, but he's making commercials for it, I guarantee. You gotta take a bite off this ear. It's delicious. You gotta make sure you do it and get into the ring with Holyfield. I'm gonna get in with his son and bite his ear too. What are we talking about, Tyson? I love you, but don't do that again. The gory incident marked their rematch as one of the most bizarre fights in the history of boxing. Tyson, who was the youngest boxer ever to win the heavyweight title, has launched several cannabis-related ventures in the recent years. Tyson 2.0, the company releasing Mike Bites, describes itself as a premier cannabis company formed with legendary boxer, entrepreneur, and icon Mike Tyson. In 2021, the company expanded its sales to over 100 locations in California. Holy ears, they're finally here. Come and get your Mike Bites now. That's their slogan. Tyson is part of a wave of celebrities who have launched their own cannabis-related products and brands. In 2015, rapper Snoop Diggity Dogg debuted
Leafs of Snoop. Yo, check it down. Getting down with the Snoop. Getting down 9-7 with the 4. Getting down, gonna shoot you in the eye. My spy with a mother in eye. You know what I'm saying? Similarly, in 2019, hip-hop artist Drake announced that he was going into business with cannabis creator and firm. And joining the trend, Martha Stewart launched her own line of CBD-infused dog treats in 2021. And Jaleel White, Urkel, he released a strain of, wait for it, Purple Urkel. Damn it. Tyson hasn't been shy about his strong relationship with cannabis ever. Former heavyweight champion admitted in 2019 that he spends $40,000 a month on weeder in his 40-acre cannabis ranch. What? Tyson opened the farm in 2018 after California legalized recreational marijuana. Tyson 2.0's website explains that when Mike was in his prime, he used cannabis to relax his body and focus his mind. And Tyson and Holyfield have reconciled since the infamous bite fight. The two appeared in a humorous Foot Locker ad together in 2014. Tyson delivered the speech for Holyfield's introduction, Nevada Boxing Hall of Fame. And when they did that Foot Locker commercial together, he bit off the other ear. Guys, I guess that's it for the stories for the day. Joanne, of course, as usual, you did a terrible job. You're the worst. Everybody here in the chat's talking about how you destroyed the show again tonight. It's hard when you're in the middle of trying to just get through the stories and Joanne keeps going to do a poop-a-doop. Yeah, and then that's right. She just reminded me, and then she ate my Triscuits and my Wheat Thins. I'm just trying to wheat thin it. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to get some chow down. I want to eat it up. She ate it up. It's just all gone. All gone. I got a bowl of cereal I guess, tonight. You know, whatever, Joanne. That's fine. You do you. I'm going to do whatever the freak. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're saying. So, guys, I think what I'm going to do here for a moment is I'm going to allow myself to get something to eat because Joanne ate everything. She's a freaking slobberoo. I can't stand when she slobberoos it like that. Oh, goodness. Who saw Putin pressure on President G-Hole? It was the bit that came out earlier today. I'm going to go into the files here, guys, and play you something that no one had seen in a while. And you'd be like, oh, bang, biggity boo. That's the funny one. I know. As we do. You don't not put funny stuff on, okay? We're funnying it. I'm thinking about something here that we have not seen in a little bit that always makes us laugh. But then I'm thinking maybe we should just pick something out of the hat. We're picking it out of the hat. Randoming. We're just going to do a random poll. Ooh. I'm seeing things and I'm like, ooh, that's a good one. Yep, that's a good one too. We have enough. Concentrating while camping. We basically have enough to do a camping movie too for Keith. I'm thinking if we were able to go back in time, yeah, that would work. All right, I'm going to play you one of the episodes of Back to the Future Mark so you guys can meet Future Mark. This is episode 2. I'll do episode 2 because it's like after, I think, let's see. I don't know which one. Let's just see what's what here. Fake time travelers. They're all like, oh, this, that. I predicted Tom Brady's 34. Yeah, that was right. I did that. I was the one who figured it all out. Sometimes you're down it. Should we put on the very first episode? Let's put on the very first episode because I need to see how this whole thing led in. The first episode is going to be very telling. If we're going to be making a movie out of all this content, we need to see some of it, go back over it. So let me play one of these so I can go and get myself a bite, and you guys can see the very first episode of Back to the Future, Mark, where I am a time traveler from the year 2769, doing it. And this is the first episode. This is where the basis of the character starts. And then we go into some ride to some crazy, I mean, it gets nuts. There's one episode of him in the future. So it's like, it's really a very cool episode or movie when we do this, when I get this finished. I just don't know how it's going to lay out yet and what to cut out. But let's play something here. See if you guys enjoy this. You know what? Let me try something real quick. Is this working? I don't even know if I want to do it because it's probably going to be very troubling to look at for me. Someone write a note, say something in the chat. Let's see. Bang, biggity boo, I'll say. Bang, biggity boo. I don't know if that's going to show up or anything. Oh, it does. Look at this. It doesn't, you can't see it though. It's too small. And plus it will be annoying to see that on the side of the screen. All right, let's just put this on.
If you want to eat healthy and feel
Nobody
your best.
said they wanted to. What the freak are you doing? I may want to go out and eat some freaking grizzlin tonight.
Future. I'm from the future. Yes. This is the most common question
go.
people ask me. Well, what about for the Super Bowl? Does Tom Brady win a 30-second Super Bowl? Yes, he does. And look, nobody thought it was possible. 74 years old, he went out there and he did it. And it's something that in the future people will talk about him as almost a god. 74, still, like, he's moving in the pocket and he's throwing spirals, like really tight spirals at 74. So it's just something you need to be prepared for. Tom Brady will be considered a god in the very distant future. By 2200, people think he may be God. There's a weird period of time where people actually, like, they find statues of Tom Brady and they start, it's like almost like that praying to the calf, but with Tom Brady. And that doesn't go well. Year 2200 doesn't go well. So just be ready for that one. Tom Brady, a couple year weird period. Tom Brady's God. Not God. He was a very good quarterback, though. He did well. And surprisingly, he didn't get into the Hall of Fame on the first voting. It's very weird. But anyway, that is something, too. You want to... Is he right? Was he right? Was not a first-time induction. No. They missed him on the first one, made it in the second one. And look, that's still impressive. Hall of Fame is a big deal. It's no Fran Tarkenton. I'm just saying. And look, in the year 2116, there is a football player, a quarterback, by the name of Irving Richardson the 19th. And that guy, the best ever. So I'm just letting you know that you're not going to be able to pull the wool over the eyes of Future Man. That's what they call me sometimes, not from Bella Fleck, different guy completely. They call me Future Man. Again, I had a weird just like number name, like C4967. I don't like that. No, when we came back here, I go by Future Man Philip. Yeah, Future Man Philip. Sometimes they call me the Filler Up Philip. That's another one they give me because I'm filling them up with knowledge. Look, I mean, this is my time. You see where I'm from. We all have flying cars. Not even cars, they're ships. We all have ships. We fly around in ships. I go to the store in a freaking ship. And, I think it's important I have to step up because there's a lot of fake people saying that they're from the future. They are not. I know because I'm from the future and I never saw them before. They're just making it up. They're just here trying to get you to say like, oh my goodness, look at the future guy. Not the future. I'm Future Man, okay? I am Future Man. I've been there, seen that. Here's another big question. Have you been to the past? Well, where the freak do you think I am now? All right. I mean, like, that's a question you'd wonder. Like, you'd think people wouldn't even, like, go there because have you ever been to the... I'm sitting here. I was from 2769 and today is 2021. So have I been to the past? I don't know. You tell me, Einstein. You tell me, Riviera. Oh, you guys don't know who Riviera is. Yeah, but that's another one in the future. Riviera. Genius. Way ahead of Einstein. So, I mean, look, I'll go back to the Einstein reference because you guys know who Einstein is. When I say Riviera, you probably were like, huh, the golf course? No, actual genius. Amazing. And, look, when we look forward to the year 2022, let me tell you a few things that are coming up. Well, hold on. This is maybe my ride. That's how they get you. It's a spotlight that comes through, and they beam you up. It's 2769. So I was there in the year 2021, and they shot me back through a cannon, through a black hole, and I came out, and it was a weird thing because that was the first time I traveled through time.
and it's almost like you're traveling through a wormhole. Like, I mean, it's weird to try to compare, but it's kind of 99.9% exactly like Bill and Ted's Adventure when you're going down this weird wormhole, and you know you got George Carlin there inside the telephone booth with you. All of a sudden, you hit that button. Yeah, 2147. Nope, I didn't order a pizza. I'm trying to get off here. Year 2021. You get off 2021. And all of a sudden, you're able to save the world. Hey, everybody, just so you know, there's a coming apocalypse. Yeah, it's called you. Yeah, you're the reason we all die. Who, me? Yeah, you, literally you. Every single one of you. Because you can't get along. I mean, look, I'm trying to give you the heads up before it all goes bad. It's like tomorrow. I don't want to tell you it's tomorrow, but it could be sometime soon. Just make sure you start doing right things to each other because you don't want it to come. It could be coming sometime. Just be ready for it, okay, whenever it comes. And when it does, just be prepared. Make sure you have all of your goodies. You've got your water source. You've got your Wi-Fi plugged in through your neighbor's system where you got the password. Make sure you get that password because I remember, in fact, I was consulting the ancient timeline journals and I saw you didn't get the password for your neighbors. Mr. Finnegan? Yeah. I heard you didn't go over and get Mr. Finnegan's password. So when all of it goes down, you're without Wi-Fi. Yeah. So you can't get the updates from Future Man. I don't know what to tell you except for the fact that you're out. You're out of luck. I mean, this is, again, future warnings. Future Man warning you. Like, if you don't now go and get the Wi-Fi password for Mr. Finnegan, I don't know. At that point, that's on you. You know? I mean, like, I gave it to you. I gave it to you on a silver platter. Hey, Mr. Finnegan has the Wi-Fi password. Wi-Fi is good. For years, he just leaves it on. He you know, this whole virus that comes in the year 2020, that actually takes him out, but the Wi-Fi stays. Some glitch in the system. They forgot to shut it off. Mr. Finnegan doesn't pay the bill for years. They still let the Wi-Fi go. And you didn't go and get the Wi-Fi password? I gave you that one. That was free. Free of charge. Here, Mr. Finnegan. So, again, Finnegan. Go see him. Just come stop by the Finnegan. Hey, Mr. Finnegan. How you doing? I came to see if I can get your Wi-Fi password. I'm having problems with mine right now. Do you mind? Mr. Finnegan. I've seen this episode before. Mr. Finnegan says, no problem, Charlie. Charlie, you're good to go. But no. You're going to sit there and pretend that you're good without Wi-Fi? Oh, I'll get it from my other neighbor. No, they died too. You're all alone there, Charlie. But what you do have is Mr. Finnegan's Wi-Fi. That's what I'm talking about. So remember that, okay? Again, another big one that comes up is World War III. When's World War III going to happen? Already did. Oh, you mean for your time? Oh, no, I mean for me it already did. We actually had World War 19. Like, we're all the way up there. But World War III, let me think back again what happened in World War III. Oh, that's right. It starts as a civil war, and then it goes from there, and it's like not just civil war in this country, but in all the countries. Civil wars everywhere. All created by a media narrative. It was all lies, but you believed it. And then you all hated each other instead of came together. You know, and this is something nobody realizes until the year 2472, but that we are one soul manifested 7.7 billion times. And then you realized, and you guys realized way too late. You destroyed the planet, everybody died. I was like the last one. But if you had come together and you respected the fact that you're really one soul, humanity would have been cool. Would have been good. These are all robots flying these things. There's like 7 humans left. Everybody died. That was on you. And the people who created that thing, they were like, "That's good for you." Don't get. Did you? I hope you didn't. Don't. You don't. I mean, no. This is the other thing. Nobody understood this until about the year. I think it was 2027. They saw the real statistics. 7 people died from that thing, from that virus. 7. And like in total, everybody else died of something else. Yeah, but they didn't let you know it was like a bad thing. They got everybody to take it. Whew. Again, I was still left, and it wasn't that I was left, but my great grandfather was left, and
and he shuffled through the streets. He got in there and he stayed alive. I don't know how it happened. 2769. I'm there, military base. They're like, hey, Philip Fillerston, we need you to go back. And I'm like, what do you mean go back? To the future. Wait, back to that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it does. Michael J. Fox did. No, but I mean, those go back to the future. Those things, you can't go backwards to the future. The future's in front of you, isn't it? Is it? I don't know. You tell me. They let me in on the secret. No, it's not. The past is really in the future. Future's really in the past. It's so mind-blowing when you actually wake up to what's really going on. Look, this is just our first episode. I can't give you all the details. You won't have a reason to bring me back for another episode. So I just want to make sure you understand that I am from the future and that I'm here to save the planet from annihilation, essentially. It's a self-annihilation, essentially. It's almost like one of those video games you played in the 80s when it didn't go well and you just pulled the grenade. That's what you guys do, yeah. So I'll be back in order to answer some more questions for you, so please send them in. Don't forget to send your questions in. I kind of know the questions already. Again, I'm from the future. So remember, those questions, make sure that they're legible and that they're in English. Although I can use my translator from 2769 and translate any language, including from Scriglar, which is where all the aliens are from. Anyway, look, this was a real pleasure. I appreciate you coming on and allowing me to say a few things about the future and dispel some of the rumors, some of the lies. Those people are not from the future. They're all liars. Never saw them before. But look, how the heck would I get this video to you if I wasn't from the future? Yeah. So just remember that future man, here to save you. Save the day, really. Save the planet. As long as you listen. You have to listen to all Mr. Finnegan. If you don't do Mr. Finnegan, that one's on you. I gave you Finnegan on a silver platter. A Wi-Fi password. Get it? I'm telling you, it goes really bad. And I don't know if there's going to be another episode because it goes really bad soon. Don't let it happen to you. Just make sure you're ready. Be prepared. You have everything you need, right? You're good, right? You got your gun. You got your bayonet. Did you get your extra beans, kidney beans? Did you get fava beans? What did you get? Did you get dry goods? Did you get rice? Did you get patty? What did you get? I mean, are you good? You got water. You got Poland Springs. You get like a bread and basket water. What did you go with? I just want to know. I want to make sure you're good. Do you have a well? You do one of these. You're bringing water up. Oh, I got a bucket. And you could take that water and you could boil it and you can make your food with that water. Don't just drink that water. Boil the heck out of that water first. Yeah, there could be all kinds of stuff in there, bacteria. Remember, you don't have the ability to call anybody and say, hey, can you come and do a pH on my water and see if I have any arsenic in there? There's freaking arsenic in there. You just make sure you don't drink that thing until you boil the hell out of it. That's a PSA message again from Future Man. Until the next, I'm here from the future in order to save you from certain annihilation. This is Future Man signing off. Have a good night. Is that good? All right. Now, look, I appreciate you having me on. I mean, my story, I've been seeing a lot of people that have been speaking out about their experience coming back from the future. And I'm like, you know what? I think it's about time I actually tell the truth about the real future, you know, the real time traveler. I mean, I've been here since I was 9. I didn't tell you the story. Been here since I was 9. You know, they sent me back here and they're like, look, this is a lifelong study. I'm here since 9 years old. I played Little League. I went out there and I got the pizza delivery job guy. I was over, went to college. I knew it all already. I knew the math. They haven't even figured the math out that I know. I'm the future man. I went there, landscaping job when I was 17. Is this still on? Landscaping job, 17. So I've lived a normal life. Yeah. No, but I'll give you all that next time. Yeah. No, absolutely. You want me to take off the mic? Are we good? We're good? Okay. Hello. My name is WC94.
I'm from the year 2769. Many things occur in your timeline between wars, murders, mayhem. Nothing good. There's nothing good at all from 2021 all the way till 2760. I'm here to just tell you everything's terrible. Nothing good at all. You're gonna get a splinter next week as well. You, personally. I know. You won't be able to get it out with a tweezer. In the year 2021, all chaos breaks loose on the planet. I'm trying to tell you how to stop it before you destroy the world. So in 2769, we look back at you and we're like idiots trying to help you. Right now I'm trying to talk to you, tell you what you did wrong. I've seen it. 2769. You're still here. So 2021, just as bad as 2020. This is filmed in 2018. So I'm just telling you now, in 2020, you're gonna have a terrible year. There's this virus that comes out of nowhere, or does it? It's actually created at a place called Fluhan. Well, nobody knows that yet. 15 years they call it Fluhan. Takes some time to grow, but eventually it's known as the Fluhan. The Fluhan takes over the world. Well, really just kind of the narrative, and it's again a creation in order to get one president out and to instill a puppet so they can create a whole new agenda and destroy the planet. It works. The whole thing ends. So I'm trying to warn you. You got very little time before we get through this and we're okay and we live. We may all die. Well, I made it through. I was one of the lucky ones. That's why I have very cool hair. But let me tell you a little bit about 2021. So you have a coming threat. It's called the aliens. That's right. Nobody realizes this, but aliens have been living amongst you since 1973. And they've been around for millions of years, but they've been living among you and looking like you. Your neighbor is an alien. You know, seriously, like if you went over to his house, and I'm not talking about illegal alien, I'm saying real alien from the planet Squiglars. They're from most of them are from Squiglars, and you cannot identify one from a human. They look exactly the same, but there's one way to tell. If you ever walk by someone from Squiglars and you go like this as you walk by, they have no choice but to turn back into their foreign native self. It's an ugly sight what they look like. So remember that. It's a specific tone and shake. You have to go. When you do that from Scribblarbs, they will turn into their ancient, foreign self. And then you're able to cast a stone through their heart. They actually become almost docile in that moment, and they lose their human shell just in that moment, and you get to see their heart. Take a stone, throw it through it, kill them. Their aliens are bad. I'm just letting you know now.
These new cheese and puff are so cheesy, airy, and puffy. How'd you do it?
Just cue me again like you did yesterday. 3, 2, 1 me. Yeah, but don't say anything on one. Yeah, no, just like you did it perfect yesterday. I was able to follow you rhythmically and then start going to my future thing. Let's do it again. Tell me, are you good? Okay, hold on. Hi, my name is CW94, also known as Future Mark. I'm here with you again, day 3. Today I will be answering questions again from the chat. I do want to thank you all for joining me again. I'm from the year 2769. In the year 2769, we have, this is part of like the world that I live in now. The second sun does show up. There is a space weather genius that winds up covering the story and unleashes it all on the planet. Nobody believes it at first, and then it's a tag team duo between a gentleman named Mark Wages of Wages World and Scott from Planet X News. They together wind up breaking the story, and it's a pretty big deal. That happens actually in the year 2027. So I hope you guys are around for that one, because a lot of you die if you took that thing in your arm. Believe me, they tell you things and you can believe them or you don't. You believed it. Some of them, a lot of you did. Most of you did. But I'm still here. 2769. But anyway, let's get to these questions and see if we can give you some daylight onto some of these questions you've been kind of wrestling with there in the background. I'm going to scroll back and let's see if there's anything here specifically from the future enthusiasts, I like to call them. People who really want to know about the events to come. They're future enthusiasts. Yeah. So let's see what we have here. Okay, so first question of the day comes from a Moment of Truth. Moment of Truth, thank you so much for your question. I appreciate you. I remember you from yesterday. In fact, when I was taking a look through the historical journals, I remember Moment of Truth actually providing some useful information in the year 2026. So right before the other event. Anyway, Moment of Truth says, what happens with the whole global warming thing? Does the ice actually all melt? Well, it's a trick thing, because global warming is not what they say. It's just called like normal, like this is just called like the globe just reacting to being a globe and like going through changes. I mean, like the idea that you guys had some sort of impact on it was like it's insane. It was never a thing. No, this is just a natural effect of what happens out there, you know. And we learn all that. Al Gore made a lot of money. It was all talked about in the 2034 dossier. You didn't know about that? The 2030, they didn't tell you about the 2034 dossier? Al Gore goes to jail. Yeah. Except he's kind of on his last legs. Doesn't really, he gets, like, they get him to the jail cell and he poops his pants. So they let him stay at home after that. But in general, the dossier was filled with all kinds of useful information that will help your society come back together. Anyway, I hope that answers your question there about the global warming thing. The ice melting, that was part 2 of your question. So Moment of Truth, yeah, there's actually an event that takes place in the very near future. You're part of it, but basically there is a worldwide extinction. And then when there's no control over any of the human, let's call them engineering miscalculations, where they figured, well, if there's nobody there to take care of it, it will just handle itself. No, everything went crazy wrong, and you had a flood all over the place. And all the land was gone between the flood and the glaciers melting, which, you know, was just a random, you know, there was a thing called an ice age. I don't know if you guys were around for, no, it was before your time. But the ice age happened because this is what happens with the planet. It goes through stages and it cools, it heats, it cools. And then it gets to like around now. This is why I came back to now. You think I want to be in the ice age? You think I want to come back here walking around with Eskimo, like big polar bears over my, no. I came to a time that was at least somewhat tolerable, so I can kind of deal with the society issues, but not with the weather issues, so to speak. Although there are going to be huge tornadoes this year. We'll get into the tornadoes. I have to pass that information along, as well as the earthquakes. It's going to be important to share that with my friend from the Emergency Management Associates. If you don't know who they are, you should follow them on YouTube. In fact, when I was in the future looking back, because we're able to check on all of your activities. It's like everything in your timeline plays on repeat. So I could just go in and watch any day. So I'm just like, some days I'll just be like, oh, you know what, I'll see what Mark Wages had to say on, let's call it June 15th, 2021, and I'll click in and I can watch the replay because I'm in 2769. Do you understand? All of everything's there. It's all there on replay. So I'm just like, oh, I'm going to check out Ron from EMA. I wonder what's going on with the earthquakes. So now that I'm here in the same timeline, I feed information to Ron. I feed information to Mark. And we're here to help each other save the planet. Because look, earthquakes, the sun, and future Mark. Between those 3 things, you're in for a rude awakening. Let's see what else we have for questions here. The ice does melt. There's a thing called Waterworld. There's one guy. That's a whole, it's another series. You should check it out. What do we have next? I'm very excited to have questions from each and every one of you. Oh, this is a very good question that came in from Jacqueline Grace. Jacqueline Grace said, Future Mark, did we stop the hate? That's a very good question. You did. Well, it wasn't you. There was one specific gentleman who decided to just keep going against the darkness. And no matter how hard it was, he kept going. And they tried to censor him. They tried to stop the message. They tried to stop the music. They tried to stop the laughs. But you know what? Nothing could stop the light. This is just something I'm telling you. Like, this is like historical journal stuff. This is a story they talk about, like out of the Bible. And they're like, yeah, nothing can stop the light. And the proof is in the pudding. That's all I can say. I can't tell you the full events because you weren't. I look back, but yeah, it happens. They stopped the hate. Absolutely. And it did wind up becoming a group effort. That was the thing. It's not a one-man job. You got to get everybody together for a thing like that. It's a global task. So eventually it happened. I think the year was 2,327. Oh, the guy who did it originally was way gone. Yeah, no. But the message eventually got there. Yeah, eventually people got the message and they came together and they said, geez, that was important stuff that was there every single day and nobody ever found, except for us, 300 years in the future. We found it. And now we look at the historical journals and they look at every show of this guy. They're just like, oh, look, I can see this episode and that episode. Oh, there's a song that was never released before. They're all over the place. Yeah, and then they just kind of enjoy it in the reverse effect. But yeah, they stopped the hate. I hope that answers your questions. What do we have next here from Robert Page, perhaps? Let's see what we have. Looks like the island in Canada that they are saying is Mars. Oh, this where I am currently. Oh yeah, no, I'm in the future. Our world gets kind of like crazy and we have a second son. Yeah, bottom line. If you caught that before, if not, you should check out the Wages World program. He goes over how it happens. Anyway, we're moving forward. The road knew it, said two sons knew it, that there were two sons. Future man, future Mark. Oh, here we go. Sid was on fire yesterday. Wait till you see tomorrow's Future Man, Future Mark episode. Sid had several questions that hit the mark. And here's another one. The same, similar topic as to what we hit on yesterday. Future Mark, in the future, does a hover car have a top speed? That's sort of a trick question, Sid, because even if you were to hit the top speed, which is 287 knots, you can still coast. If the wind, if you have a tailwind behind you, can hit 300 knots, but it's 280. So yeah, and that's knots, that's just fast, very fast. But try stopping when you're going 280 knots. I'm just saying, right? You better watch out if you're going into a neighborhood in your speeder. So what do we have next? Let's see what other questions. Moment of Truth asked a follow-up question. Should I buy land in Antarctica? Unfortunately, you can't do that. That's where the aliens live. They've lived there for many, many years, and they still, at 2769, they own the whole southern hemisphere below Brazil. So just be careful, okay, is what I'd say. It's almost like when the Indians owned the land in America and then the white men or whatever, whoever it was, came here, Christopher Columbus, and killed them and took the land. That's what they're going to do to you, moment. If you go to Antarctica, the aliens will just be like, that's my land. And if you fight back, they'll probe you. No good. So, why don't you buy some land and you know where the safe place to go? This is where I would go. This is just me. The last major volcano in Hawaii in 2064. Then you're clear for 350 years. Yeah, the next one happens in 2469. So you could go there. Just wait 60 years, 50, 40 years. And then you can go there. Right? Just wait 40 years.
You may live 40 more years. Oh, you're 92? They've got that new thing they're doing. You didn't know about this? So this new thing, you go in, they replace a gene, they got your DNA, and they're like, oh, I remember this one, I'm going to take that one, and A equals B equals 9. It didn't equal 9. They figure out that it equaled 7. And when they get that, you're good. Then you're like reversing time. Someone asked last week, when do people start living to like a ripe age of 182? That happens in the next 15 years. Yeah, they already have prototypes of it going on right now. So what other questions do we have here? Let's see. Christine said she'll chime in if she has a question. Thank you. Future Mark appreciates that. Robert Page said, Future Mark, are there any new food innovations coming? Yes, absolutely. If you have not tried a Pop Turtle, I don't know what to tell you. You throw it right inside the Pop-Tart maker, and it's kind of like a Pop-Tart with turtle inside, but they kind of liquefy it. Turtle's got a good flavor. So try that one. That one was good. Also, I don't know if you remember Jelly Crimpets. It was a big thing back in the day. They come back. Yep, proud of it. That was one of my favorite. I was a part of that. I didn't like that there were no more Jelly Crimpets. I called Tasty Cakes. I'm like, why do I always see butterscotch crimpets? I never see Jelly Crimpets anymore. Butterscotch everywhere. I guess we're moving locations now. Well, you guys weren't going to tell me that you're switching the background? I'm right in the middle of a future explanation. And you change the background on me? How about like or something like, let's cut this scene and move to the next scene. You know, sometimes I wonder about you guys. You call me in here to give you the rundown on the future, and then you pull some sort of Bush League stuff like that. I mean, this is the stuff that I can't understand. This is why I refuse to do another. I'm not going to do a part 4. No part 4 with you. Oh, really? You got another time travel? They're all fake. I'm the only real time traveler, okay? None of them are real except me. I was there. Tom Brady, you knew it, 32 Super Bowls. 74, he's throwing spirals. Zippity zoo. Right in there it was Cordell Brady the 9th. It was actually his great-great-great-great-grandson, who was wide receiver, caught the winning ball for the 32nd. You don't want that story? Do me a favor. Next time you're gonna have a scene change, just say, hey, Future Mark, we're changing the freaking scene. And then I'll slow down my roll. Because I was in the middle. I was in the middle of like momentum. You don't want to slow down momentum. Next time, how about this is even a better idea? Let me finish my thought, background intact, and then you could do the switcheroo. But doing it like while I'm in the middle of a great moment, I was telling you all about. Now I don't even know what I don't even know what I was talking about because of what you did, changing that background on me. At least I get a free dinner out of this, is all I can say. Free dinner. You getting me, and look, if you can't at least get me the Salisbury steak, then I'm definitely not doing a part 4. Salisbury steak, I'm coming back, all right? But it's not a Salisbury. If you come in and you're like, oh, I got like a meat eaters. I don't even know what the freak that one is, but if you get me a Salisbury steak, side of potatoes, a little gravy on there, and one of the broccolis, the one that's been frozen for 6 weeks, throw in the microwave, I'm good to go on another part 4, okay? All right, so when are we going live again? All right, give me the rundown. Just give 3, 2, okay? We're back. It's Future Mark. Sorry for the technical difficulties. We got disconnected there for a moment. But I'm here with you again to answer your questions. So keep them coming. Let's see what we have here. Food innovations. Hopefully I answered that one. Crimpets, and the Pop Turtles. That one you're gonna want to check out. So yeah, that's probably the 2 major innovations for food that I would say. But we'll see. I'm not sure if you would enjoy them as much as we do here. The Pop Turtles, delicacy.
Anyway, let's see what we have. Dalgman and Chimera are real people. Y'all will find out soon or are already. Christine, yep, absolutely. RS5150, the price of Bitcoin in 2769 is quite astounding. It's the same as it is now. I don't understand it. Like, it only stays at like 39,000 forever. Weird. And I told you, like, that's another thing, because you need trillions in order to just buy a house. You want to go out and in 2769 and go and buy milk? Oh, I gotta buy a gallon of milk. Okay, 1.5 mil. You're 1.5 mil in it. Wait, I got 1.5 mil for a milk? Yeah, do you have change? Imagine, sometimes you go into the gas stations, because it's not gas there, it's a different type of thing. It's not gasoline anymore. It's like a propane. Thomas, this is the second time I'm in the middle of going into the propane story, and it's a different. It's not even propane anymore. It's called Grow Up Maine. It's a different thing, and you switch my background again on me, Thomas. I'm gonna call you Benedict Arnold. Is what I'm gonna call you. You stab me in the back. I'm here trying. You know what? It's either Benedict Arnold or Kirkland Snavishnurven. Yeah, that guy. Oh, you guys don't know who Kirkland. That one, 2216 Kirkland. That guy is just like you, Benedict Arnold, Kirkland, Snavishnurven. No, Thomas, I don't want to hear it. No, don't even try to apologize. Oh, I thought that I clicked the other button. You know what you did. You know exactly what you did. I'm here trying to do the story, and you do that again? Bush League. Yeah, no, go ahead. Tell the network, whatever you want to tell them. I'm going to tell them that you are just as bad as Randy Telefriffrin. Yeah, you're going to go for Ed Wood too, over there. I don't think you're as bad as Telefriffrin, though, so you're probably coming in runner-up. They're giving you honorable mention. Yeah, Telefriffrin. Honorable mention goes to Thomas McReadyson. Yeah, that's you, dude. McReadyson, are you really giving it to us like this? I don't even get it. Oh, now look, we're sitting there with the underground sunken house. The underground sunken house, really? McReadyson, you know what? I can't even work under these conditions, is really what's going down here. Let me try to I'm gonna just try to block you out, McReadyson. I don't even want to see you. Look at that beady eyes. Don't look at me with those beady eyes. All right, I'm from the future. All right, future Mark doesn't have time for someone with beady eyes. So you can turn yourself around. But that's what I want you to do right now, McReadyson. Turn yourself around and face the wall like you're in 4th grade. Yeah, go over there, put your nose against the wall. I'll tell you when you can stop. No, I'm not even freaking joking. Go do it. No, a nose on the wall. Not just standing against. I want your nose on the wall. On the wall. You don't think I can see you're leaving space between your nose and the wall? Just nose it to the wall, okay? I want you to be able to do the tongue on the wall like the kid from A Christmas Story. That's how close I want you to be to the wall when your nose hits it. Yep. Okay, good. No, perfect. Phyllis, you call it now. You give me a 3, 2, 1. And we're back. It's Future Mark, and we're here to go over some questions from you guys today. So let's see what we have out there. Any great questions that we should get to? Future Mark, if you were to give one financial insider from the future tip, what would it be? I guess what I would say if it came down to a financial, see, the thing is, it depends on the generation. If you're saying right now for 2021, the best thing that you could possibly do is buy into a product called Agrifliflin. Agrifliflin is actually a film company
that's owned by a guy named Randy Telefriffin. And if you're a part of that company now before it explodes, you 100 times it. You 100x it. You get a call from Grant Cardone. He's like, I'm changing my phrase to 100x. And you're like, cool. He licenses the name from you 100x. So when he goes out now, he's like, my name's Grant Cardone. We're gonna 100x it. You get a piece of every time he says that. Good things for you. So that's what I would say. Put your money into that. Don't go like, I'm gonna go and buy Bitcoin. I told you, Bitcoin stays like this. It goes down, it goes up, but then it stays like this forever. And when other things are worth, like Apple is a safe one. Apple is a safe one until 2082, when they realized that they really needed the original guy, and there's a company that comes out of nowhere, and it's called Oranges. And they do a great job. Yeah, much better job than Apple. And everybody goes and buys Oranges instead, because it's a better product. Yeah, you get more out of an orange than you do out of an apple. That's bottom line here. And it's not the same. Some people are like, oh, it's apples and oranges. No, it's not. Apple, you got one thing, but then when Steve Jobs he passed away. It's reality. It all happens to everybody. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, let's give it to this other guy. No innovation at all, like forever. It's just like, let's keep putting out another iPhone. They do this for 57 generations. Eventually, people are like, oh, I have all of those features already in iPhone number 12. They had it on iPhone XX1, whatever the freak the thing was. And since then, everything else was like, I went up 1 megapixel. And people kept buying it until they got wise. I told you, in the late 2000s came along, it was all holographic. Everybody went holographic at that point. They're like, oh, but wait, I still want to sell some Apple. Apple went out of business. Like, I think it was 2274. Apple closes their doors forever. Oranges. We want oranges. Oranges does really well until whack. It's like when people thought about the Roman Empire. No, there's no way the Roman Empire will fall. Rome falls. Everybody got oranges all of a sudden. The greatest. Oh, I got oranges. Oranges gets demolished. They squeeze the freaking hell out of them oranges all over the strawberries. It's like a strawberry orange combo. All of the talent from oranges went over to strawberries. Demolished the oranges. It was like there's just the core left. That's it. Nobody else. Well, everybody else squeezed out. Just had the core. So now you got strawberries. Strawberries killing it, and they're going along, right? Bang, biggity boo, the grapes come over and crush the strawberries. Yeah, strawberries. But some of those strawberries went into like a little bit of a salad. They came over and it was a grape salad. There are strawberries and grape salad. And that was the one in the future. Like I said, you're talking about holographic images now. Like, I don't hold the phone anymore. In the future, you go like this. Oh, I want to call freaking Thomas to tell him how bad of a director he is. And the phone just visually appears in front of my face. Right there, I'm looking at it. And I'm like, okay, dial Thomas McReadyson. And I get immediately McReadyson on the freaking phone with those stupid beady eyes, right? And he's like, oh, hey, future Mark, when are you going to be on the air with us next? I'm like, with you, never again, because you're freaking McReadyson over there with the dumb look at you. And you're going to continue to change the background. Watch. You don't tell me about it. I bet you it's going to happen again. I bet you it's going to happen again, and I'm supposed to sit here and take it. I'll tell you what, all right? I can't wait for oranges to come out, all right? Because I can go for some oranges right now. That's all I'm talking about. Because you with your Apple thing, I want to get an Apple. So bottom line, Robert, go from Apple. As soon as you see oranges, dump it, all your Apple stock, buy oranges, all right? And then again, as soon as you see strawberries come out of nowhere, you get rid of those freaking oranges, buy the strawberries, okay? And keep those strawberries until the grapes are in season. And then you're going to just be like, okay, I'm selling the strawberries, getting the grapes. That's what you got, okay? Holy cow, I forgot to tell you, there's a new company that just came out, Cantaloupe. You don't want to mess with Cantaloupe, they're saying. I don't know, we'll see. I'm not really sure if it's really going to be the next tech giant, but it sounds like it could be based on all the other names.
of the companies prior. You had apple, then you had oranges, then you had strawberries, then you had grapes, and then cantaloupe. I just don't know what would be after cantaloupe. I hear they're working on one though. They're working on one that's supposed to be really like super state of the art. They said maybe by the year 2900 watermelon will be out. So I don't know. We're gonna try to play these things, like play them carefully. You know what I mean? Don't go and just put all your eggs into apples when oranges could be better than strawberries and possibly grapes, cantaloupe, or watermelon. I mean, right? You have to be willing to adjust your investment strategy. So I hope that answers your question, Robert. I do appreciate that in-depth question, and I hope I gave you the answer you were looking for. Let's see what else we have here. This is officially our third episode of I'm a Time Traveler from the year 2769. I do appreciate you being here with us today while we catalog the events to come. I will see you on an episode 4. Regardless of Thomas McGreedyson. Yeah, no, I'm calling in for a different director. But I'm coming back. I got more to say. There's more events. We have a world to save here, McGreedyson. Now with your beady eyes, why don't you get out of here? Like, seriously, go home to your kids. I know you scare the hell out of them. I mean, scare the hell out of everybody here, right? So just go on, do your thing. And I'm calling A&E, and I'm asking them if they can get me a new director. I may even call for Telefriffrin. I'll do it. I'll go for Telefriffrin over you at this point. I'm telling you. You changed my background twice without even telling me. That was disrespectful, rude, and I'm kind of disappointed that I didn't go into the historical timelines. He just freaking did it again. You just did it purposely, right when I'm trying to finish up here, and you do it right now? Oh, McGreedyson, you just nailed the coffin. You just nailed yourself into the freaking coffin is what I'd have to say there. I don't even know what I'm saying. But you just really did me wrong. Yeah, hold on. You know what? I'm going to the historical journals. I'm seeing what happens to you, McGreedyson. Hold on, I actually have an app. Hold on a minute. McGreedyson, are you serious? That's the way you go? It's a little weird. It's like an Elvis thing you got going on. That's how you go, is an Elvis way. Yeah, think about that every time you go and sit down in the toilet. McGreedyson. I'm calling in Telefriffrin. You saw it happen, right? I was right in the middle saying goodbye and all of a sudden changed the background on us. McGreedyson. You're unbelievable. It's like I gave you a warning, I gave you another warning, I give you a third time, your third strike, you're out, buddy. All right? That's a baseball thing, and we have hover baseball in 2769. I told you, you don't want me to get into that one because the hoverball champion, his name is Guzman Phillipson, and that dude will throw a knuckle curve at you. Yeah, all on the cover of the hover board. So don't even mess around with that one, McGreedyson. Can you put me back on the air so I could say goodbye to everybody at least? God almighty. You cut me off every time I reprimand you? Really? That's the guy you're going to be? You're going to suppress the future, man? Future Mark? From being seen? From having a connection with the people of this planet? Because your feelings are hurt? No, that's not what I said at all. I just said exactly what I said. Your feelings are hurt, so you're taking it out on me, and the people of this world need to hear the messages from Future Mark. But no, he's talking down to me. Shh, I saw the red light go off. The red light's off. Don't tell me we're live still when the red light's off. Put it back on. Click the button. No, don't just click the button. I want a 3, 2, 1. But remember, don't say 1. Like you did yesterday, earlier. That's the one thing you did right. The one thing, Thomas, is you said 3, 2. And then I was like, good, I'm ready to go. So do that one again. But the rest of it, McGreedyson, you're crap. All right, I'm ready. Just give me the countdown. We're back. It's Future Mark, and I just want to thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. And remember, there are a lot more events for us to go through. So make sure that you bring your questions to the table for the next episode of I'm from the Future, 2769, here to warn you. And remember, no matter what, if you were going to do a film project, do not hire McGreedyson. Nobody wants to hire Thomas McGreedyson. The worst, next to Telefriffrin. It's a 1-2 punch. You want to have, hold on. You want to hire McGreedyson as your director and have your number 2 is Telefriffrin? Now that one has me going. So you have Telefriffrin there, like setting up the scenes, and McGreedyson calling the shots. Boo! This is getting worse by the moment. Yeah, that was your call. Anyway, look, I appreciate you guys. Until next time, this is Future Mark, CW94, signing off. All right, that's good? Yeah. Thomas, I'm calling my agent right now. My literary agent, because you know they want me to write a book.
My lord.
You're dealing with Future Mark right there, guys. It's a couple episodes in a row of Future Mark. And when you're doing it, you're doing it as Future Mark. Remember, guys, that's some crazy stuff. The whole thing about Apple and then oranges and all the way, I forgot about that. That's going to be one of the funniest things when I get that actually going again. I want to just make you aware of a few other things that are happening in the world right now. We are in the process of continuing a crazy streak, showing up every day. Keep spreading the word. Let people know we're here, fam and friends, because this show is just a getting going. I wanted to play you something. Remember, tomorrow, right at noon, this is premiering. You watched it earlier, beginning of the show. I'll give you the link real quick. You guys were not here during it. There's very few people here, so I'm going to play it again. I think this needs to be heard. I'm really into this tune. And I took TikTok off, so we can really just enjoy this together. This right here is tomorrow's 12. No, that's not. This is tomorrow's newest song being released here on YouTube.
Future?
That's not it.
I'm from the future. Yes.
I can't actually watch it that way. Hold on.
This is the most common question people ask me. Well, what about for the Super?
What about for the Super Bowl? Yeah, Tom Brady wins 32. We all know that. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Let's play this again real quick. I hope you enjoy it. I'm really into this tune. If you heard it already, I hope you don't mind, and I hope you come back tomorrow to watch it real deal in HD. It is going to be fun. Here we go. Okay. Storm clouds. You're out
of your mind. Consumed by lies of an angry world. Find yourself backed in the corner. I got the big dream, yeah. This can't be the way it seems. Nothing makes sense, yes. I can't even run here. Everything I touch turns to nothing. It's a tangled web we're living. Get caught up in all of the negative and we can't get away, yeah. We get sucked in and then it's too late. Oh, and if we want to get free, yeah, we gotta find some positivity. Yeah, connect with, yeah, but you're so caught up in that way. All we gotta say is open up your ears, open up your eyes, open up your heart, and join us here, yeah. We're every night, every day, forever. Take people at their word for so long till you're broken and jaded, sitting on the sidelines. No more trust left, give. No, you cannot find a way to live with it. Oh, so you go and you guard yourself. But life's about living, yeah. Come across them people that don't appreciate that beautiful person that you are. Remember that you got something for this world divine and compelling. Oh, are you up for the trip? Yeah, you can't just take a little look. No, you gotta read from cover to cover. Yeah, you gotta find the story. You got to find your motivation before this expiration. Yeah, you know we got one way for ourselves to elevate. Right here every night. Yeah, I keep coming back over and over again. Swimming against the tide. Oh, every night. Forever, I'm fine with that. Yeah, as long as this community of positive cats keeps coming back. Yeah, you can't stop the light. No, 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 no. You can't stop the fight. Oh no, no, no. Can't stop the light. The time has come for us to come together, yeah, to push away the negative weather that they keep forecasting on us every day. the same every day. What makes you think it's gonna change? No, it's not. Yeah, you're just up for the same delivery. Yeah, we're on a quest into a foreign land. It's foreign to this society here that's pre-planned. Yeah, when you're driving us down. Yeah, they're driving us down. Yeah, to our graves. Oh, and only the bravest stand up and fight to make a difference. Yes, I'm banking on you. Banking on you. So, there we go. Tomorrow, noon, that will be premiering. That is Eastern Standard Time. So I hope you guys will come out for that. We do have so many songs that have not been edited yet. I'm going to be working on that over the next couple of days, so you may see more music coming out. mellow. It's Saturday Night Live, guys. We got to be upbeat on something here. I shouldn't have moved my positioning. Something in the way of a coffee cup tonight. Sometimes the best thing to do with a beat seat, Bobby will be doing this, just kicking in something and then playing along with it. Messed it up, but it's a cool vibe. Let me just hear on it for a second. Fix for me? No, it's a little weak. Let's fix it up. Crazy on it. It's the main riff. It's the main riff, dude. Just keep it simple. Sitting too far away from the pedal. God almighty. Just that one. The third bass is always tough on me.
may have gotten the whole thing in that. I'm not sure. So the freaking thing is breaking the guitar, breaking it. One heck of a show tonight, guys. Of course, we're gonna do it again tomorrow. Most likely, early show again. Probably around 5 o'clock for a Sunday, so make sure you join the show. Don't forget Monday, 5 or 6 p.m., I'll be with Jason Arena, financial guru, mortgage advisor, and also an entrepreneur and a property investor. We're gonna be getting into it. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh, say, listen, pretty baby, don't treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't matter what I do. The sign is that you ain't got no money. You just ain't no good. Like us if you say so. I got to wrap my things and go hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. No, 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 no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Oh, listen, pretty baby, don't you treat me that way. Yeah, I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't matter if you do, cause it's understood. You ain't got no money. You just ain't no good. Well, I guess if you say so. Got to pack my bags and go hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no, 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 no. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Yeah, 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 yeah. Don't you come back no more. bring Ray back. Ray's gonna come back to life for a little bit of a jammaroo here. Oh, I said, listen, baby, don't treat me this way. I'll be back home free someday. Don't matter what you do, 'cause I'm just good. You ain't got no mind, you just ain't no boy. And I guess you say so. I got to pack my bags and go hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back Listen, pretty baby, don't treat me this way. I'll be back on my feet someday. Don't matter if it's true, 'cause it's understood yet that you ain't got no money. You just ain't no good. Well, I guess if you say so, I'm gonna pack my bags and go. Hit the road, yeah, yes. Hit the road, and so you come back no more. Hit the road, whoa, yeah. Don't you come back no more, no. Don't you come back, 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 no. Don't you come back. Don't you come back no more. No, don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. No, don't you come back no more. Yes, I know so good, don't say no. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you hit the road, yeah. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more.
Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back. Don't you come back no more. Yeah. Don't you come back no more. No, no, no. Don't you come back. No. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back. Don't you come back no more. Don't you come back no more. Hit the road, Jake. Yeah. Hit the road, Jake.
You guys are awesome. Tomorrow, don't forget, we do it all over again. Until then, remember, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Premiere of my newest song. I'm so excited. You guys were here when it was recorded, and now you get to see the final product live on the air. So, 12 o'clock. William, thank you so much. Get some rest, fam and friends. Awesome Saturday Night Live. We had another great time here. There's some comedy bits I have to pull. There was something ridiculous that happened tonight. One of the stories. I don't know what it was, but we have to go back and pull it. It's going to be ridiculous. Can't wait. Oh, man. Every night we have something crazy in the comedy news that needs to be delivered to the world. But then I got like 30 songs that still need to be released. So I'm like, I don't know what the frick to do here. Anyway, until tomorrow, fam and friends, make sure you subscribe, ding the bell, spread the friggin' word, let the world know where we are every night together. Community building, that's what we're doing. Anna Treos, you rock. Bobby Chizzy, I hope you feel better, my brother. Jeffrey Flissick, you rock, my brother. Kathleen Danford, you know you rock. Kill it and grill it, you know you're doing it. Send me over some of that grizzling, you know what I'm saying. Pamela Swan, thank you so much. S. Coop, William Martin, and Yardbirds. And if you happen to be out there doing a little lurkaroo, just remember that there's love coming from this show to you every single day forever. So until tomorrow, fam and friends, it's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. You got to go away. Yeah. Till tomorrow, fam. Till tomorrow.